Today I'm going to show you how to recover data from a laptop that won't start. So we're going to recover the data from the laptop drive and pick it out, and I'm going to show you the entire process. So let's go. GMODISM. Take the laptop and flip it over. We are usually looking for a compartment that looks approximately like this. It's usually attached with a couple of screws, so remove them. Here we go. And if we open this little compartment, there is the hard drive. Now it's a little bit hard to see, but if we look here, there is a connection here. So what you do is you take the compartment and slide it to the side. And it's now disconnected, and you may now take this little hard drive out. And there we have it, a hard drive. If you need to extract and insert an M2 drive, it's really simple. It's just a simple screw in its spring like that. But if you don't have any free M2 slots, you will need an USB adapter, but most computers has 1 or 2 M2 slots. To use your laptop drive and a desktop computer, you will connect the SATA port here, and from the PSU you will connect the power here. The same power that goes to the other drives in your computer. Just like that, and you're connected up. To insert this hard drive into another laptop, we'll need to flip it open to open it up. So we have a good couple of screws here. So if I open this up, for example, we can see that in this compartment we have this laptop's actual current hard drive right here. So these are SATA hard drives. Many more modern laptops have not SATA hard drives, but M2 drives, SSD drives directly on the motherboard. Right, then we have a last compartment here that's openable. And here you can see we have an empty SATA connector here. So this is namely a space for another hard drive. And then you can take your hard drive and insert it. And that's basically all there is to it. When your computer starts, it will display a key you need to press to start a BIOS. It's usually F12, Escape, F9, F2, depends on the system. You see it on screen and click on it several times until you get to BIOS. The BIOS looks differently dependent on the brand. You want to look for something called boot and click that. Down below you see the different instructions on how to navigate on your BIOS version to get to boot. And inside of here I can use different keys to reorder this list. It will start with the one on top. If you boot from the wrong drive after installing a new drive, you simply need to change the order these are in. So right now it's this one is the highest, and that's correct, so it will start booting from it. However, if for example the one you want to boot from, the drive you want to boot from is on 6, you'll need to move that to number 1 on the list. Otherwise it will not boot from the right drive. When you have reordered your list to satisfaction, go to Exit and save changes. Your computer should now boot successfully. When you have booted into your Windows system, you just right-click the flag and select Disk Management or search for Disk Management. Inside of here, you can browse the different disks, you can right-click them and also see Open. And if you open it, you can basically explore the disks and you can browse around and see which disk is which. To recover any lost files from this old boot drive, you'll basically go into it and you can see this boot drive has a typical boot drive structure for Windows. To find the files you're looking for, you're most likely need to go into the users folder. Inside the users folder, you have, well, the default, if that's what you used, but usually you have a username, in this case, Admit. There is also a public account, but we'll go into our account. Inside of here, you can see the personal folders. You can copy everything in here over if you want to save everything in here. So you can also browse like pictures, and I can save this folder by just clicking copy and pasting it in on the desktop I have booted from. Very handy. Now we can also browse to different locations, like perhaps there is something in downloads we need to save, or in desktop. So I go to desktop and I just basically copy over things that was on the desktop on the old computer and make sure that you basically can keep everything you wanted to keep. If there is anything you can't find, you might need to install the software Pure and Utilities, link in description. With this software, you can restore files that have been lost permanently if you feel that big files or even folders are just not there. You can then select the drive, G in this case, and select Scan. This will scan the drive for deleted files and also other files. In any case, you will get a big list of files, and the more you know, the more easily you will be able to find them. I have better tutorials on how to find lost files that you should definitely check out if you need to use Pure and Utilities. Please refer to my other tutorials. But you basically just select the file you want to restore, and you click recover and save it to your other computer and not the same drive in case it's damaged. To reuse this old drive and basically make it useful in other systems, we of course need to clear it of stuff. So we're just gonna click delete volume and make sure that you have backed up anything you want to keep there and that you select the right drive, because that stuff will be gone. You get a pop-up that it's open in File Explorer, because it is. So basically you will just click yes, but make sure this is really the drive you want to delete. And now it's gone. Now you can see it's unallocated there under disk 1. However, there are 2 more partitions, so we'll just right click and remove them too. Unfortunately, you cannot remove the recovery partition if you have one of those here. So you will need to go into PowerShell admin by right-clicking the Windows flag and selecting it. See from the list that we're working with disk 1, keep that in mind. Write in disk part to launch the program we're gonna use here. And now you will write in list disk to list the different disks. Now, as you can see from the list before, we're working with disk 1 in this particular case, so write in select disk 1. After you have done that, you will need to write in list part to list the partitions. There is only one partition available, so you will write in select part 1. Now, you will write in delete part override. And here, did you catch that? It's now gone. You can delete any partition with this method too, by the way. Hover over the unallocated space and right-click and select New Simple Volume. Beautiful. Here is the manager, click Next, and here we can see what size you want to make it. If this is a hard drive, put this to max. You don't want to waste any space. If this is a solid state drive, an SSD, remove 10 to 5% from that. Select a letter that it will be called in Windows file menu and select something that you don't use currently so that you will not confuse yourself. In any case, I'll just go down here and select X. So now you can see here, you don't need to do anything with these two and just click Next. Here you can see we need to select NTFS or exFAT. exFAT is better if you use some Mac OS with this drive too or something like that, but for Windows drive it should be NTFS. Write in whatever you want this to be called. This is X files. And under allocation unit size, if you're only gonna store big files on here, well, then you can select 64K or the other max, and it will be a little bit faster in search, good for movies. Perform a quick format if you want this to be quick, and uncheck this if you want to give this drive away, because that will encrypt anything that was on it previously. If you do the quick format, it will be very instant, but you can actually restore some files that are deleted. So if you're gonna give this away, you'd really want to do the slow format. So don't check fast format in that case. In any case, now you can use this X files as normal. You can use it to store stuff. You can install Steam games on here or whatever. That's basically what you need to know in order to format this drive. And that's actually all there is to it. You should probably check out this video, which I think you would like. And if not, do leave a like and stay tuned for future videos, because there will come a video that you will like. And of course, do check out our merch. Links in description if you want to get some cool GMODISM gear going on there. Any case, thanks a lot for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. This is your host GMODISM, signing out.